Merry Christmas, everybody. Still 16 subscribers, so Merry Christmas to our 16 subscribers.
Well, we actually haven't checked since we dropped the last video.
Yes, you're right.
We
might be going up there. We've been grinding on the show. Might be at 20 mark.
We dropped 2 episodes on a Wednesday.
We got a TikTok coming, so stay tuned for the promotions.
Did we drop a video on Monday? Absolutely not. We should have, yes. But we dropped you 2 on Wednesday to make up for the Monday.
And we're not going to do it again. We're trying to get our schedule. Guys, we are new to this.
Yeah, we are new to this.
We're trying our best,
but we are writing down a schedule. We are making it work, and then we also have to go back to our jobs soon after the quarantine. But we know that once we are dedicated, we will get it done. Yes.
But this is the Zyko Show,
episode
5, featuring your co-hosts Michael and Zach. We have premium coverage on all sports and music content. And we're just going to get into it. Make sure before we get into it, though, you follow all of our social medias. We got a TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You think me doing this for it's also available on Podbean. Check it out. Link will be in the description. But you think the links to all those will be in the description.
Well, it also could be changing because we now ran out of our free time. So we might be looking at a couple different things. But
either that or we're
paying for it.
We're gonna try to get on iTunes and Spotify.
Yeah.
But
we'll see.
Yeah, you think I would know what all of our social medias are after doing this 5 times? I'm always like TikTok.
We've definitely recorded 8 episodes, but we've had to not post some of that. We've the amount of times we've re-recorded episodes just because we've messed something up and or we just didn't like it. We put a lot more time into this than you guys think. It's a little rough.
Probably a little too much.
Yeah, probably a little bit too much.
This tastes like Juicy Juice, by the way. If you guys remember Juicy Juice, get these. The juiced Gatorades.
Do you remember those Switches? Did you ever get Switches?
Mixed berry.
When you were in
Don't say that to me yet.
Did you ever drink Switches?
No.
You didn't like those? I drink those all the time.
I didn't drink them, so I don't know if I like them.
I first found my love for watermelon Arizonas at my 4th grade cafeteria.
Watermelon Arizona.
Because they sold them. But then Michelle Obama came in, kicked it out, and I was so mad.
Come on, Michelle.
Well, I love you, Michelle. I love your husband.
She took away some of the desserts.
Took away my Arizonas.
Relax. I was like, I love you guys. You're doing a great thing, but you can relax on me, dog. I can still eat the cookie. Yeah, I'm looking nice, baby. We can still eat the cookies.
Give me a break. I'll run a lot extra at practice, but give me the cookie. I love it. Give me the cookie.
Yeah, I got football practice after school. I will do an extra lap. Michelle, give me the cookies, baby. Damn.
But now we're actually going to get back to normal
spaghetti.
We're going to get into normal sports, not our 7th grade glory days. We're going to get...
Those were some big sports.
We did have some glory days.
We should tell a sports story time about our glory days in sports. That'd be so fun.
Yeah, I think so many people dislike it because they're just wired people trying to relive their high school days. But I'm down. I gave up my entire hip health for my track career. So
there you go.
Now I've got wrecked hips, but I did it all for my
Welcome for the squad.
Junior year track team.
But getting into real sports, not fake me and Zach high school sports, which actually weren't fake, but
not a sport that you get a $10 medal from.
One you get not a sport that
you get big trophies from, and you get a celebration, not a clap through at your high school. Did they do that at your high school? If you were going to state, did they cheer you on your way out?
Yeah, we were going crazy with it.
Well, yeah, you also you guys probably did more stuff than we did because you guys had so much more prestigious sports.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know what your sports are like, but ours aren't crazy prestige, just depending on the sports they are. But all right, let's talk about first of all NBA. So not high school basketball,
our favorite
but
sport.
Professional. Yeah, our favorite. Well, NFL and NBA. I like NBA better, but I appreciate the NFL a lot.
I like the NBA better just because there's so much more that when I started getting a job at the age of 15, I worked every Sunday, so I missed all of the games. But the good thing about basketball is that there's one game on Monday, one on Thursday, maybe 1 or 2 on a Saturday.
For the teams you like, but every team plays every day.
But
you watch basketball.
In the NBA, you can watch a team every single day. And I guarantee you will at least be able to watch your team once or twice a week. That's so awesome. I love the NBA.
Usually 3 times a week, sometimes 4.
Well, even if
they're playing every other day and they have a back-to-back.
Yeah,
you can watch your team 4 times in a week. And I'm a Pelicans. Fantastic. I'm a huge Lakers fan, obviously because of Bron, but I also love watching Pelicans. I like watching Zion. Dude, there's some weeks every day. For a whole week, I'm watching basketball.
The thing that I was most mad about this quarantine
I watch basketball anyway.
Me and Michael were literally in our job's restroom. We were in the bathroom together, taking shits, and we were talking about how excited we were for the NBA coming because the Pelicans and the Lakers played every day for the next 5 days. And then they also had games where they played each other. And we were so excited, and then the quarantine happened.
The first night, they were both playing. One was playing right before the other. We were going to have a 5-hour marathon of Bron and Zion. Canceled.
Yeah, that's got pulled. I was so mad.
And we bought the whole NBA League Pass so we could watch all the games. Dude.
Yeah, I wish we'd have bought it. We bought it for the
me.
whole year instead of by month because it was cheaper. But in all reality, now we would only pay for like 1 month, and they probably would have canceled our subscription.
Yeah.
Instead of paying the whatever we paid, we would have paid a lot cheaper.
Probably
about 1/4 of what we paid.
NBA, where you at with a refund?
Yeah, come on, guys. Hey, we have the Lakers giving back $4.6 million. You can give me back my $90.
How was this? NBA. So they're opening at least on the 8th, right?
The earliest
on the 8th. Give us back our refund on the 8th if you open it.
Yeah, or the 9th. We'll do a business day.
Yeah. Push it back later to the month.
If the 9th's a Sunday, do it on the 10th. I don't care.
I'll be 60 years old, still give me a refund. You can still hit the boy up. Might take a while. Yeah. I'll need it eventually.
Yeah. I might be getting ready to retire, but I get that $90 refund. Put that
might put me to the milli.
Put that one in that 401k, build that up over the years. That might get me to my milli. NBA.
I might be in 999,998, and I don't know how much I spent, but like let's say
it was not
whatever type of refund it was, it'll put me over that $2. Give me $1 million in the bank account. We're not even close.
NBA, just give us $1 million, anyways. Just if you instead of giving
someone do something for us.
Someone
now
give us $1 million, I'll be down. I would not be upset if you gave me $1 million.
No.
We do have a strategy to how to make $1 every second that you do something, but we're not going to get into that. Michael has a very good get-rich-quick strategy. We might make a whole
quick. Get rich eventually.
Yeah, get rich eventually. We might make a whole different video.
Getting rich quick is not getting rich.
Yeah. We might make a whole different video on just how to become famous and rich really fast, even though we haven't done it yet.
Only if we do it.
Only if we do it, but we will make a video. But
we'll be like those dudes with like 500 subscribers. How to get 500 subscribers in 3 years? And you're like, whoa! I hope we do that.
I wouldn't even get 500 views on the video.
Yeah, we haven't even. Yeah, exactly. In 3 years, hopefully we do. But
hopefully at the end of this video, if y'all show it some love,
show the love,
give it a share, give it a like.
But what do you feel about the NBA coming back on the 8th? Do you think that's too early? Do you think it's too late? Do you think that's like?
I think it should just be like the way the governments have been running it. Like the national government's letting everything basically up to the states except ingesting Lysol. That's a national thing. The president put that out, so if you want to ingest Lysol, I don't recommend it, but if you follow everything our president says, feel free. But when it comes to everything going on, I think that they should just leave it up to the states. But I understand why the NBA is doing it that way, because like they don't want it to be like an unfair advantage to states that have like their stay-at-home order lifting earlier than others. Because like in Ohio, the Cleveland Cavaliers could, if they would have done it the original way on the first, they would have been able to go back to practice. But a team like I don't even really know what other states have issued what, but like let's say that Florida doesn't go back for a week until after us, then their teams wouldn't be able to practice for a whole other week, and then it'd be a disadvantage. So I think them pushing it back on the 8th isn't really, it's obviously for health concerns, but I think it's also just for fairness, in my opinion. That's what I think. They're obviously, the NBA and I think all the sports league have done a really good job of making sure all their people are safe and healthy and like giving it proper time. Like obviously, like I feel so bad for the XFL. The XFL literally, they saw everything that the AFL did wrong, planned for it, and was like, there's no way we fail. We are not gonna fail. We have the money put aside, and then a pandemic happened. And then they dissolved, and now they don't plan on coming back until the earliest 2022.
Crazy.
Like I feel so bad for they had everything lined up, and they were like, let's go. We know we're not gonna fail. We have already planned to have all this loss in the next couple years. Like it's fine. Like we know it's gonna happen, and then you lose everything on your inaugural season.
At least people are like. Which is actually going into our next topic, because I agree with you. Whatever the government does, I think the NBA should do that. You should just follow the guidelines, be safe about it. But the thing about what I like is a lot of players, and now Roger Goodell, like, didn't he like not take his salary or something? I know a lot of players are donating their money and not taking theirs. Like,
and that's not even just in the sports arena. Like the FedEx,
that's everywhere.
The FedEx CEO,
it's sick.
He took like a 90% pay cut. And like I think he went from making like $90,000.
I'm just happy that
to like $1,000 a month.
Yeah, I'm like happy that someone in the freaking NFL is doing this, because you
obviously
like all the owners, you hear about the NBA owner, you hear about all these owners making all this money. None of them are giving anything. You know what I mean? Well, some of the teams are.
Some of them are giving it back.
Yeah, some of them are giving back. But like the fact that the commissioner of the NFL is doing that, not taking a salary, is huge.
Yeah.
It's such a big.
Well, I mean, I think only certain
he's a good guy.
I think only certain
robot.
People. Yeah. only certain people could be able to do it, like people that have the money to do it. But if you have the money, like if I had the money for it, like if I was the LA Lakers and for some reason I got that 4.6 mil and I couldn't give it back, I would just use it in the community. I would have used it for different things. Like maybe I would use it inside the organization, but it would have been for all the outreach programs that we have for all the kids in the community, or just the $4.6 million, just putting that towards a food charity and just making sure that people have stuff to eat. Like I think that all the teams should do that. But I mean, obviously, different roles. Maybe struggling franchises, like maybe the Pelicans, if they didn't have Zion this year, maybe they would have needed that loan just because they were the worst sports market like of all time. The Pelicans were like
not anymore.
Well, not anymore. Not
when Zion got
But if
there.
like we're looking at teams like that don't have a very big cult following, or teams that just moved, like the Raiders, and the Chargers and the Rams just built all these new stadiums. Like granted, they definitely still have money in the backup. Like they should 100% be fine because of the NFL and it's worth billions and billions of dollars. But if you talk about building an entire stadium, moving your entire team,
I guarantee they've saved up for that stadium throughout the years. It's probably, it's probably not their money. They're just, let's do this and then do it. It's probably like,
well, they also probably got money from the city of Nevada and things like that. 100%. But like, there's certain teams I can understand if they keep it, but I think a lot of the major franchises, like the Lakers, the Knicks, and even if you go to the NFL, like the Giants and things like that, like I don't think that teams, like I think all that money should be going out to the people. Like I think some players, like
people
probably
need it more than any.
I don't think there should be any NFL. Like I don't like with all. Like even the vet minimum for every sport is enough money that if there was a quarantine, I feel like you should, if you were smart enough with your money, you should definitely have money saved back. I think the vet minimum in the NBA is like what, like $500,000.
Enough.
Yeah, like you definitely have enough money.
I don't know how. Yeah, I forget how much it is, but it's enough.
Yeah, but my thing, I mean, obviously, I can't speak for everybody. Like, if you look at, like, situations...
Like
Scottie Pippen, where he took his contract just because his family was... He had 2 people in a wheelchair. Maybe some people do need more money, but, like, I think it's great that
I will
all these
never
sports teams
judge someone on how they use their money, but I'll always appreciate them if they use it the right way. Because you never know what's going on in their life. So, like, if someone has $1 million, they might be using $800,000 of that money a year to be paying for, like, a family member's... like multiple family members for them to live in like houses. Yeah. They might be paying for medical, things for family members, whether they're going through drugs or whether someone has cancer or whatever. They might be paying for all that. They might, you know what I mean? Like they could be paying for they might be paying child fees for like if they knocked up a girl like a long time ago and they're paying for that. Like they might be paying all that stuff. You know what I mean? So you never know how much that type of money is for anyone.
Oh yeah.
But I will always appreciate someone for giving their money away. You know what I mean? Like someone like Kylie Jenner who is giving money away, obviously. Like that, obviously, she isn't spending all that $1 billion.
I don't think if you have $1 billion, you have enough things to buy to spend all that money.
You better.
Like I feel like at some point
people get mad at her that she only donated like millions. I was like, come on, dog. Like that's even if it's Kylie donating millions, she's still donating millions.
Yeah, if we're looking like, that might be only like a 1% of her like.
It helps them the same.
It still helps them with it. Being $1 million, whether it was $1 million from a person
who was more
only had $1 million,
she's done a lot more than that.
Yeah, but like they're still giving that money. Like, granted, there's certain people that maybe have less that are still giving that same amount, and you can look at them as who you want to, but that people are still giving money. Like, my thing is, if anyone's willing to give any time or effort to help a cause, like even
just
if
appreciate them.
Even if it's
Don't
not,
flame them.
even if it's not a lot, even if it's very minimal, like you still appreciate all the effort that they did. Like
don't say, "Oh, you have $1 billion, you're only donating $1 million." Shut the hell up! You're not donating shit.
Yeah.
So.
You do
someone donating $1 million more than a lot of people make in their entire lifetime. Shut the hell up! You're not donating anything. I hate when people say that.
Yeah.
Just appreciate the people that are helping out, whatever. And that I appreciate Roger Goodell for that, even though he's way more probably wealthy than many people will ever be. Almost anyone will.
I have no idea how much he makes, but I guarantee he has a lot. Because I mean, if you think about it, he was a lawyer before this, so he has a very high education. He was making buku bucks somewhere else. And then just being on top of that with the NFL and all the TV contracts that they have, and he's got to be rocking at least like $10 million a year.
Probably more than that, dog.
Probably at least 10.
Let me look up his net worth. Let me look up
Roger
Goodell's net worth.
He's got to be worth a crap ton of money. Holy crap!
Probably way more than $10 million.
Well, his net worth is gonna be different than his annual salary.
But I still think it's gonna be more. We'll see.
He's probably not as rich as I don't know. Let's see what his net worth is.
Didn't even pop.
Like he's nowhere near as wealthy as like Jerry Jones and everything.
I mean,
but he's definitely very wealthy. Was paid $31.7 million in 2015.
He makes $50 million a year now.
I feel like it would be more than that because with all the new I think
he's worth $75 million. his net worth is reportedly worth $75 million. He's got private jets and all that stuff. He's got that much money. You know what I mean?
He probably doesn't have to pay for a lot of stuff. He's the commissioner in the NFL.
He probably doesn't have to pay for anything.
Everyone knows who he is.
They probably give him. Hold on, I think this has said that on the last pick. What I'm guessing is not only do they give him, like millions of dollars a year, but they probably also give him travel expenses and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, the NFL probably pays for his travel and everything, and he probably doesn't pay for a cent.
Yep. He asked for a salary of $50 million in 2017. 2017. He asked for a salary of $50 million, the use of a private jet for life and lifetime health insurance for his family. Those were both added in there with the $50 million is what he asked for in 2017, 3 years ago.
I think they have a new. I think they just agreed to a new CBA, so he probably has a new deal.
Probably has a.
Well, no. It doesn't happen at the same time as the CBA.
Well, I don't know, but he's making big bucks. Yeah. Bottom line, he's making some money.
Yeah.
But
no, it's the NFLPA. Sorry, the NFLPA. Like, I don't know, but I don't know. I really like what he's doing, and I think he deserves to make all that kind of money. Like, and if that's what he asked for, and that's what they gave him, like I would ask for the same stuff. If I can
get it, better ask.
If I can secure,
I don't blame him for making money.
Yeah, if I can,
congrats.
If
dude.
I can secure an airplane for the rest of my life that I can use,
I would ask for it too.
And then also my family can use it, and then also my direct family has health insurance for the rest of their lives.
If it's reasonable,
I'm gonna ask.
If it's reasonable, even if it's not,
I guarantee that's probably not as reasonable.
You never get what you ask. If you don't ask, you never get it.
That's probably almost comparable to who the last guy probably got. I don't even know how long Roger Goodell's been the commissioner.
He's probably gotten more than the last guy. It's probably.
Well, yeah, with inflation and everything, but yeah, no. Getting into more like serious sports topics, we'll talk more about like the Patriots kicker. So yeah, the topic that we're gonna go into is gonna be the Patriots new kicker. His name is Josh Rohrwasser. I apologize if I messed your name up. It's Rohrwasser. Rohrwasser, I'm pretty sure. But apparently, there was a lot of news that came out. Jamel Hill of ESPN came out and said that there was a tattoo that he had that was a little bit controversial. She said that it was a white supremacy tattoo. He has come out and said that...
She said it was straight a white supremacy tattoo?
Yeah, she said that. She said that it was a white supremacy tattoo. Okay. So basically, the story behind it is he comes from a military family. He has a lot of tattoos that are military related. I think all his tattoos are military related. And he's actually, I'm pretty sure he did that tattoo himself. He does tattoos himself. He did that tattoo. I believe he did that one by himself. So we'll show you guys pictures and images when we do that.
Like, was he in the military or was his whole
No, his whole family is. No, he wasn't. He went to college at Marshall, and he wasn't in the military. He may have been in the ROTC program, but he obviously is in the NFL now. He's not serving overseas. He might afterwards. I'm not sure about his intents. But we'll pull the pictures out for you guys. But basically, we'll
put the picture right up here if you guys want to see.
There's this group. There's a group called the Three Percenters. They have a logo. Basically, from what I gathered from all the research that we did, is that they were a group that back when like we were the colonies and Britain was here, like it was like a militia group that fought the British. And from what he said, that's all he's known of the group. But apparently back in like 2015, like they got in trouble because they were like standing outside of churches with like militia stuff on and then a bunch of guns and stuff. So
yeah, from what I know, from what I've read about this story is, or from what we've our research beforehand was that he was told when he was first told about the Three Percenters that it was just a like colonist. It related to military, but he had nothing. He had no idea that it was related to white supremacy or anything like that happened back in 2015. Personally, I didn't know who the Three Percenters were before this, so I didn't know either. But doing research, if you look at the picture and then you look at like the actual Three Percenters, like they have multiple logos. It's definitely a Three Percenters tattoo, 100%. The debate, I think, goes to where, did he really know if this was a white supremacy related group? Not that they are, but like I don't know enough about them to say if they are or not, but that they've been tied to those type of acts in the past, or did he just think he was representing the military in a certain way? You know what I mean? Yeah. I think that's where the real debate about this story is.
So the direct quote from an interview that he did with a guy called Steve Burton, he said when I was 18, he said I got it, the 3% tattoo. He said it was described to me as the percentage of colonists who rose up against the authoritative government of the British. He said, while that's such an American sentiment, a patriotic sentiment, he said, I come from a military family. I thought it really spoke to me, and I was always proud of being American. I'm very proud to be American. He said the first time he found out what it was linked to was on Saturday. I'm assuming that would have been last Saturday, so that would have been the date of the 25th. So I'm assuming the article was written after the 25th.
When was the draft?
The 22nd. He was drafted in the 5th round, which is always in the 3rd day.
Yeah.
So I think that was on Saturday. So I believe it came out right after he was drafted. He said, so the 3%ers really haven't made a lot of news until recently, until 2017. This article on TMZ Sports says that the 3%ers made national headlines back in 2017 when several 3P members showed up at a violent Charleston protest in military outfits.
I remember that. Oh my God, I remember that very clearly.
Yeah, I remember that.
I have family that lives in Charlotte, so that was a huge thing.
And one last thing is he said as soon as he found out what they were linked to, he said that he would have it removed off of his body as soon as he found out. So it's not like he tried to cover it up. And if you look at all of his other tattoos, they all are military related. None of the other ones have white supremacy ties to them, at least that we know. So I don't know. My thing is, I believe that he didn't know. I mean, I'll obviously never know just because.
Well, when he got the tattoo, how old is he?
I think he's probably in his 20s. Probably 23.
Okay, so when this happened and he got the tattoo at apparently 18, obviously
5 years ago,
if they didn't make news for being a white supremacist group until 2017, then I don't think he got the tattoo. Yeah. Obviously, because that was before they made the news. But knowing how big those protests were and him having that on his body and him coming in a military family, and if they did anything in the past before 2017 that can link him to white supremacist type of stuff, or even seeing those protests and seeing that the 3%ers were involved. I didn't know the 3%ers involved. I didn't know a ton about the protests, but it was a huge thing and I knew there was protests happening. If he's a military guy in that family, I hope to God that he didn't know. Well, I don't think he got the tattoo knowing, but I find it hard to believe he didn't find out when those protests happened. I think he should have gotten that tattoo completely removed from his body immediately when those protests happened if he didn't know it was a white supremacist group. Does that make sense? He might not have known that they were in that protests. I didn't know. But since he's a military family with military background, very proud to be American, I would find it hard to believe that he didn't know the 3%ers were involved in protests.
My problem with it is I think there's a couple different things that could have happened that made him
you'll never know.
That made him not know. He might have grown up in a family that maybe they did have those morals and those values. Maybe he doesn't hold those values. Maybe his parents just told him what that group was and didn't tell them the other side just because that's how they are. Maybe that's something that happened. But I find it really hard to believe that he's 23, and we're assuming that he was a senior at Marshall because he's a kicker, and kickers usually play until their senior year. He's the age of 23, and most people go into college around 18, 19. So that puts a perfect frame of mind to say that he was in that locker room for 4 years. He was in that locker room for 4 years. Yes, he was in that college locker room for 4 years and had that tattoo the whole time. And that was in the middle of all this stuff happening. So maybe it happened. Maybe it's hard for me to believe that if it's that well known in the media about the 3%ers and everything that happened, that none of his teammates wouldn't have at least noticed it and said something. Yeah. So maybe his teammates said something. He had an open conversation with the locker room. Maybe he said, "Guys, this isn't who I am." Maybe that's why it didn't come out until now. Well, he said he didn't find out that it was linked to a white supremacist group until after the draft. Well, yeah. Right? So maybe that also proves that he's. I guarantee, whenever I meet people with tattoos, and I guarantee when a 53-man locker room with all these different coaches, there's going to be one person that asks someone, what does your tattoo mean? I don't know if everyone always asks me what my tattoo means. People ask you what your tattoos mean. People that have tattoos always ask other people with tattoos what theirs means because they want to know the story.
Well, he probably said I guarantee
you someone asked him. And he probably told him. And if you think about it, over the 4 years he was in that locker room, nothing ever once has come out that he was racist. So I think it's hard to believe that.
I mean, he was also just a kicker at Marshall too.
Well, yeah, but if you think about it, if someone has those feelings, those people are typically very vocal,
especially in
I think there would have been
football and basketball. I mean, I wouldn't say all of the teams are predominantly black, but a lot of the teams are predominantly black athletes on. Well,
Marshall is.
Yeah, so like,
I think
you think someone would have said something, but also I didn't know what it was. You didn't know what the 3%ers were. I don't know anyone who in my life that like
I've never heard of it.
I'm not very close to political ties, but like I also don't like I don't know a lot of people who are, so we didn't know who the 3%ers were. I don't foresee probably a lot of people in those locker room knowing what the 3%ers were, especially because he probably got the tattoo in 2015. The things didn't come out to 2017. And if someone would have seen that the 3%ers were involved, then they probably would have said something.
Like if he would have gotten the tattoo in 2017 or right after
my
it
only
happened,
thing is
that's racist.
My only
but
thing
had
is,
it three,
my only thing is they might not have known, but the only thing that's in my head, which I really hope to God this isn't true, is like if you're coming in a military background, you know about that. You probably, and this isn't 100%, some people with military background don't care about politics at all, right? But he probably knew a little bit more than the average person about those protests. You know what I mean?
Well,
if he found out, if he didn't know the 3%ers were a part of that protest, okay, good. But if he did know, you should have gotten the tattoo off back then. You shouldn't even be allowed in the league if you did know. They'll never know if he did know or not. I think he's fine. Like, you know, like just timelines add up. You made a great freaking point about the locker room. If someone thought he was racist or someone thought he was a white supremacist or someone thought he had those ties or whatever, they probably would have brought it up. If it was huge in media ties that the 3%ers were, you know, close with that protest or that whatever was going on in Charlotte.
Like if it comes out in like a year that his family has ties to it, then obviously you know that he
big deal. Get out of the league. Never come back to the league again.
But I think at some point someone would have said something to him.
That's a good point.
And if you think about it, they even in the article, the interview that they did, they had a like forensic dude that like. If people are in gangs and they like are put on trial, a lot of times they'll have people come in and look at their tattoos to show that they do have gang ties because they know what those tattoos mean. And they had someone come in who has all those credentials, looked at him, talked to him, and was like, guys, like he's like, I don't think he did this. He was like, I don't think he did it. He said, obviously, could he have done it? And could he be playing me? Obviously, but he's like, I don't think he did it. And if you look at that, and we'll put both pictures up on the screen, probably right here. I'll hold them for you, but. We'll put his tattoo up and we'll put the actual logo. They are very, very similar. They are not the same, but they are very, very similar. And he is saying that he did get the tattoo for that group. But
he just didn't know what the group was.
It was in 2015 before that group. From everything I've read, that group really did not make any more public appearances until 2017. So it could have been something that he...
Wait, did they make public appearances for being white supremacists way in the past?
Probably in like old, like probably like the Civil War kind of time.
If it's that,
I haven't read any
dog.
of that,
you got it for that.
Well,
I don't believe that for a second. If you grew up in a military family background, if they had white supremacists way in the past, I don't care what your family says. If you have all those tattoos, you know a lot about the military. You know a lot about their history. Your family knows a lot about the history. They were built into the history.
He could have grown up in a family that had those values. Maybe he doesn't hold those. Maybe they didn't tell him this is what this like.
Maybe, that's true. Maybe they didn't, but I find that's hard for me to believe if they did stuff in the past that he didn't know about that. Does that make sense?
I think it's one of those things. Like if I was Bill Belichick, which obviously I'm not, and we obviously are not the same minded. But if he was coming into my locker room, I'd be like, hey, like we'll put this in the past. Like it happened. Like I would talk to my players. I will hear your side. We will talk to the team, and we will clear the air 100%. And then you are on a clean slate. He's like. But if you step out of line and if you give people reason to think, if you say things or do things to make us think that this tattoo did mean that, you're out.
I would straight up go to the players. I would go to the team and be like, do you guys want this guy on your team? Be honest with me. Do you guys think
I would let him at least talk to the team first and like I would wait until like I would be like, guys, like give him a week in training camp, see how you like him, talk to him.
But people get high
if it's not working out. But a lot of those people who are in the NFL have lived in poorer areas and have dealt with people like that, and they know how people can hide it, and they know how people like what things they'll say around.
I mean, it'll always if you're racist, it'll always come out. You know what I mean? So it will come out. The truth will come out.
I think
eventually.
everyone in the locker room would be able to read him enough. I think all of them have been enough. Like if you
look at
that organization, it's been the same organization for 20 years. So a lot of those people have seen 1,000 people run through there, have seen 1,000 different things. I guarantee there's been at least one racist person in that locker room, and And I'm sure Bill Belichick can sniff that out. He can sniff out how this guy's working the locker room.
Really hope so.
I think they'll do a fine job.
So.
And 6 months from now, he could be dropped because of this, or he could be dropped because of performance, or he might be a great kicker. He got drafted as a kicker. If you get drafted as a kicker, that usually means you're pretty decent. So I obviously, for his character, I hope that's not true. If it is true, I hope he finds the correct path and doesn't have any of those.
I hope he gets the hell out of the league, finds the correct path, and lives a good life. But get the hell out of the league. If that happens, we don't need any of that crap in the NFL.
I think everyone deserves a chance, but it's just I think these topics is one of those things that I don't think.
If he's found out racist, this was his chance.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. This was his chance to change who he is. If he's found out racist in the future, get the hell out.
Yeah, like
this is his chance right now.
If he would have found out what it meant, and then if all this media outlet came out and Jamel Hill was like, "You need to get this removed," blah blah blah, and he just didn't, then okay, I think that's when you need to talk about his character and things like that. But since he came out, because
getting removed,
since the draft was on the 22nd, which was that Wednesday, and then you have that's the first round, second and third rounders on the 23rd, and then fourth through the rest is on that Friday. So it was the day after the draft came out. So it was very recent news, and he responded the day after it came out and said, "I will remove it." So I think he's making all the right steps. I think he's doing the right things. If he didn't do the right things in the past, then this is his chance to fix that. This is his chance to come into a whole new locker room, a whole different area, a whole different concept, and basically make up for anything he's done. If he hasn't done anything, then that's great. Then just be a player, do your thing, do great things, do your thing. But if you have made a mistake, this is your time to own up to it and just fix it. Just fix your mistake and then move on. That's my thing.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
But now to get on a less heavy topic, we'll get more into our music topic.
All right, so getting off of the sports, we'll go into our music section now. The first big thing, which I'm so happy about, this literally made me.
You kind of talked into existence,
and I'm 100%. I am one of the catapults for making this happen. Okay, in the world. Also, I'm going to be hanging out with some friends after this, and 100% I'm going to be playing this while I'm driving around. Views. Views dropped 4 years ago today by Drake, obviously, if you do not know. Hopefully you know. I would be very upset if you don't know. I just put this as my favorite album of all time.
Literally in the last episode.
I called it an instant classic. I said for years to come, this album will only get better for the year. Everybody will be listening to this.
You've been saying that since the start. Like you
every song on this album was trending today. Everyone's like, "Oh, this is a classic album."
Fire and Desire is one of my favorite songs of all time. Like if I'm in my
every
feels,
song on that album is
that's
good.
One of my songs.
Song for song, my favorite album of all time. Every song on that album is good. They're so great, just great to listen to.
And even if
they're relatable, dude.
Even if you think back to when you listened to the first time, you're like, "Oh, wasn't that great?" I promise you, if you listen to it now, it has gotten better over time.
It gets better every time you listen. It gets better.
It's not my favorite
every
album.
time.
Obviously, I put 2 above it yesterday, but I love all of Drake's album. I love Views. I think Views is very.
I called it Take Care Part 2 when it dropped.
And it's perfect for the quarantine. It's actually the exact opposite time of year it was meant for. It was meant more for
the
winter time. It fits the quarantine perfectly.
This is how ahead of the time this album was, right? He dropped it as a winter album. Like you stay in your home, you just listen to the album, you vibe, you're in your feelings, whatever. That's what the whole album's about. It's just about being either, getting through relationship problems, just moments where you're happy in your life, whatever. It's just a very good vibe album. The first intro, which I still say is one of the greatest intros in music history, Keep the Family Close. Think about that during the quarantine. Keep the family close. You never know you have left, right? Last song is Views. And basically the whole album is about being home and looking over the city and seeing this. That's what the album's about. That's all we're doing. I'm literally in a 10th floor apartment right now looking over the city of Cincinnati.
Well, we look over
parts of the city. Parts of Cincinnati.
We are not
in downtown, but
it's not like we're in the Great American Building overlooking Paul Brown. We're
we're on
the outside of Cincinnati, but we technically are still in Cincinnati.
Literally basically in the middle of Cincinnati though.
Yes.
We're at an exit off of the downtown middle of Cincinnati. If I looked out that side of the building, a mile down, I could see
Cincinnati.
Downtown. You know what I mean? So And it's crazy, dude. It's so ahead of its time. It was ahead of its time. It's finally getting the recognition. Oh, it's been getting more and more recognition every year. But now, just
Especially
seeing everyone saying that it's a classic on Twitter, and I'm not talking about just like normal people, like verified people, like big people are saying this is a classic on Twitter. Like no one understands.
And in my opinion, it means a lot more because it's coming out later in the quarantine. It's not like someone listened to it for the first day of the quarantine. It's like, oh my god, this is what's gonna do everything. I guarantee you, everyone who said that that's like the best album and it's aging so much has probably listened to at least 10 other albums completely full throughout this quarantine. But when they listened to Views, when they turned the album on, they said this is the one. Out of everything I've listened to this entire quarantine, out of new music, out of old music, out of anything, it's Views. Views is the one that I go with. And obviously, if you're a country fan, you're not.
If anyone asks me,
if you're a rap fan, Views, in my opinion, is the album that emphasizes the quarantine. You might have a different one if you're a rock fan or this and that, but if you are a true rap fan, in my opinion, it's Views.
Listen, I could be sad and I'm listening to Redemption. I'm listening to Fire and Desire if I'm like feeling a girl, whatever. I'm listening to Still Here if I'm super happy. I'm listening to Child's Play if I'm super happy, just to get in a good mood. Every song on that album can relate to you in any type of feeling that you have. All of them.
I'm listening to the album after we get off of this because now I really want to listen to it.
Exactly. It's just a great album. I'm happy it's getting the recognition it deserved. It dropped 4 years ago. If you have not listened to Views, listen to that album just immediately.
At least listen to Keep the Family Close.
All of
it.
I
promise you will be hooked on for the rest of the album.
No, listen to what? Oh my god!
I would say any song on that album, really.
I'm just trying to pick like a perfect song.
It just depends on what mood you're in. If you're in a sad mood, I would say Fire and Desire is by far.
Dude, it might be Feel No Ways. Feel No Ways is such a great, just classic song that is so underrated, and it's finally getting the crazy recognition it deserves. Like now, especially after the Tyler, the Creator thing happened, where he got kicked off when he was singing that song. People are like, dude, how would you, especially during that song, like that is such a, if you're a Drake fan, that's an iconic Drake song.
And the thing is, a lot of people who booed him off the stage, they're still Drake fans, but they were just such strong Frank Ocean fans. Which he never tore, so I don't understand why they were that mad. I understand they really thought it was going to be him, but when you got
because Frank Ocean never performed.
The GOAT coming out on the stage,
it's Drake.
Like
dog.
In my opinion,
disrespect.
Even if if you want to put it in the Cincinnati mind frame, everyone was pissed off when the Migos didn't come to Cincinnati. Everyone was going to the concert. Everyone was there. Everyone was so mad that Migos didn't show up. But like, if someone would have came on instead of Migos, I would have booed them off the stage because they're not Migos. Mm-hmm. I would have been excited that there's someone on there to fill the time.
Yeah.
And especially if it's Drake. If I would have been at that concert, I would have been so happy.
Yeah, I was at a concert I forget who all was there. I think it was supposed to be the Migos, Chance the Rapper, and
Kanye?
No, and it was Lil Uzi Vert, and Lil Uzi Vert didn't show up, and they had some random dude perform Lil Uzi Vert's songs for him.
They performed his songs?
Yeah.
No, I don't agree with that.
We didn't even boo him, though. Because it was still a fun time, because I still appreciated all the Chance the Rapper stuff.
You know how nervous that guy has to be going out there? Like, they're expecting...
Dude, he doesn't want to get booed. Like, he's doing that. He doesn't want to do that either. I guarantee he wanted Lil Uzi to go.
He's so nervous. He probably thinks this couldn't be his big break, but he's so nervous because every single person thinks it's about to be Uzi.
I don't even remember who it was, but... It was.
I would never boost.
It was still a fun time.
Unless someone gave me if they came on there and said the most.
And dude, this was at the Tampa Bay Arena. This is at the Tampa Bay Arena, like Tampa. I forget what it's called, but this is at Tampa Bay Arena, bro.
Is that like their stadium?
Yes.
Oh,
that's
really?
where this was. So like, this was a big freaking
big
deal.
Thing. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it filled the whole stadium.
Probably not.
But like.
Why you don't fill up a whole football stadium?
But you got the Migos, Chance the Rapper, and Lil Uzi Vert all headlining a concert, and I'm pretty sure it was at the stadium, if I remember right. That was a while ago, but. It was crazy, and then there was an after party. It was fun, but so getting off of Views though, just two things I want to mention real quick that are kind of going on music that are kind of cool. Kids that Mac Miller dropped in 2010. That record now out on all streaming platforms. So if you have, I know it's going to be on like Apple Music, Spotify, so you can actually go listen to that. It's super dope. Obviously, we know the tragic passing of Mac Miller, but you can go listen to some of his older music that wasn't available on those main streaming platforms before. So make sure you go listen to Kids. He dropped it in 2010. It's a really good record.
It's a really good album.
Yeah. So the next thing is The Weeknd is going to be on American Dad next week.
I love it. I used to watch it with my dad all.
I don't really mess with The Weeknd. Like I like The Weeknd's music, but I don't love. Like I'm not a huge fan of The Weeknd. I think he's fantastic. I really.
If I'm in a mood to listen to someone that sounds like Drake, I just listen to Drake. That's why I don't listen to The Weeknd. If I'm like,
I will listen to Party Next Door before The Weeknd.
Oh,
I'm gonna get flamed for that.
I like the Party Next Door.
I like Party Next Door. He's dope,
especially with him and Drake collab. Ooh, different.
Yeah, he just dropped an album. He just dropped an album that's good. He's just more
loyal.
Like, The Weeknd's dope. The Weeknd's dope. And, like, I think his music relates to a lot more people.
Yeah, but he got his girl stolen by Drake, so you get out of his mentions.
Yeah.
Get out of his mentions.
Drake steals everybody's girl. It's insane. It's actually incredible how many people's girls Drake steals for, like, a week, and then he just...
Oh, and then there's Lil Wayne's ex-wife who literally is like dating someone else, but she says every time that Wayne calls me, no matter what, I leave.
That's GOAT Wayne.
That's how you know he's the GOAT. Not saying that I agree with what he's doing.
GOAT of rap. Drake's the GOAT of music. He's the GOAT of rap.
I'm not saying that Lil Wayne should text someone else's girlfriend and sleep with her. I'm not saying that she should leave her boyfriend because of Lil Wayne.
Or husband.
Or husband. I can't remember which one. But
I do. Husband.
If it's for Tunchi, it might have to be for Tunchi. Listen, I got him on my wall. Anything that man does, I approve.
I don't approve it, but
I understand it because if I was in her shoes,
yeah, like I don't approve everybody drinking lean and stuff like that. No, I don't approve of. But I think Lil Wayne's.
I do approve his Carter 5 album release video though. If you have not seen the Carter 5 album,
that's great.
When he officially announces when he's dropping it, I've never seen a man juke out his own cardboard cutting. He had his own cardboard cutout. He went and just like juked it out in the middle of the video.
That made me so happy. I got goosebumps when I watched that.
He's like sipping lean. He's got like a blunt in his mouth, and then all of a sudden he pulls off this pillow and it's like a bottle of Hennessy, and he's just chilling. It's the fun. He's like, I will be dropping the Carter 5 on my birthday, and every time he says it, he turns around.
I will be dropping the Carter 5 on my birthday.
He'll be walking away from the camera. The ass will be towards the camera, and he will spin around, stare at the camera, and be like, I will be dropping the Carter 5 on my birthday. Like it's the crazy. Like, he jumps out.
He's crazy.
He jumps.
I love what he says at the end, man. What he says at the end is actually so dope. I'm not even gonna spoil it here. You have to go watch it. It's just super dope what he says at the end of that. Yeah. It's amazing.
I think Lil Wayne's a great guy. Do I agree with everything he does? No, but
I think he's a great guy.
He's gone through a lot. If you look at the way that he brought Drake up, like he did not make Drake. Obviously, Lil Wayne does drugs. Obviously. He didn't make Drake do any of that. He no peer pressure. Birdman when
Drake does drugs too. Let's put that out there.
Obviously, but
smokes a shit ton of weed.
Yeah, but Lil Wayne when he was 13 was like when he was with what's his name? Suge. When he was with Suge, Suge used to make him like have sex at the age of 13. Like
not Suge, Birdman.
Oh, Birdman. I'm sorry, I was thinking the wrong. I was thinking of Def Jam. Birdman. Birdman used to make him do that kind of stuff. So you would think nature versus nurture. This is what he grew up with. This is what he did. He would probably make Drake do the same thing.
It's very obvious it scarred Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
for life.
But he did not do that. He said no. Like I'm not gonna make Drake do this stuff. He said Drake. Like even when he brought Drake out to do a song, and it was like before Drake was coming up, and Drake wanted his own guy there. Lil Wayne trusted Drake enough and knew that his creative process needed his producer. And Wayne's producer was like, "What the hell? Like, why are we doing this? Why are we flying someone out? This is stupid. Just let me."
Wasn't that Cortez Bryant that said that? He's like, "No, we're not," because it was 40.
Yeah, he was like,
"No, we're not bringing 40." Something like that.
And then Lil Wayne's like, "No." He's like, "If Drake needs it, he needs his guy. He needs his guy to do his thing." And I think that's great. Lil Wayne lets artists do whatever they need to do. He lets them be them. Obviously, if they're going down a wrong path, I think he would help direct them off that path. But I don't think he would ever intentionally put an artist on that.
I think Lil Wayne's a really good guy. And
I think he's a great guy.
I think he's gone through a lot. He's done a lot of things I don't approve of, but I think he's a good guy in the end.
He's definitely matured a lot.
Just look at Skip Bayless and his friendship. Like, Skip Bayless would not be friends.
The fact that Lil Wayne
crazy.
And Skip Bayless are best friends shows you a lot. Obviously, when they were down in Miami and for the party for the Super Bowl weekend, was he hanging with Shannon the most? Absolutely. But was he doing things that Skip probably
But did he give Skip a Lambo? Absolutely.
Yeah,
so.
He gave... Well, he
for the league.
But that's still insane.
It's ridiculous.
He got a Lambo from the
He was
Saudi
playing funeral.
Arabian
He was playing funeral in the Lambo on the way to the set. Skip Bayless. Like,
that was crazy. Dude, no. I
love Skip.
But I love Lil Wayne.
I hate Skip, but I love Skip.
Yeah, but to finish off what that topic started off, like The Weeknd will be on American Dad. I loved American Dad growing up. I watched all that stuff.
I never really watched it.
I watched all that stuff
I like
with my
it,
dad.
but I never watched it.
I watched Family Guy, The Cleveland Show, all that stuff with my dad every night. It's all we want. If football wasn't on, we were watching adult cartoons. For sure. So I loved American. I think Roger's hilarious. The Alien.
Yeah, I love the. I've seen a ton of clips of Roger.
He's so funny. I love that show. I'll have to start watching that show more. I think it's hilarious. But to get back into our last music topic, Sean Don, if you don't know, Big Sean. He is supposed
most
to be
underrated rapper in the entire game. Don't if anyone says anything, get out of this video.
Yes. And not to be weird, also has a very large penis. I've seen it through basketball shorts while he was doing
Sean Don.
Very large penis, Ariana Grande. Don't know why you left. Just saying. But
Janae Aiko, you're lucky.
Yeah, Sean Don.
Big Sean's also lucky, by the way.
Very
Janae Aiko is a beautiful woman, but
absolutely.
Sean Don is a good-looking man.
Absolutely, but
with
he's
some
supposed
good-looking packages.
Def Jam Records came out and said that Detroit 2 will be coming out soon. Big Sean retweeted it and said that it was happening, but they're also going to drop his mixtape.
Well, he didn't say they're going to. He said, you better drop...
He said the
albums or versions dropping soon, but you better be dropping the original Detroit mixtape on streaming platforms soon or something like that.
So hopefully they'll either both be dropped at the same time, or maybe
sick.
one will drop a little bit before 2, or 2 will be dropped a little bit before 1.
Because I think Detroit 2 is going to be an album, and
Detroit 2 is actually an album.
That's what
because there was a picture that he took with somebody on the back. There was a whiteboard with what is presumed to be the set list of Detroit 2. And it had like a bunch of different artists. Like I think Drake was on there. I think Wayne was on there.
I mean, him and Wayne have collaborated multiple times.
On there.
You got My Homie Still. They got the song on Big Sean's Dark Sky Paradise that was really good. Like they've had I'm pretty sure
they collabed on DJ Khaled's album.
Yeah. They did they've done so they've done a lot of collabs
I think
together.
He's on there, but
they know each other.
I love
Big Sean. Good with Drake too. Like they've collabed together. So
yeah, no, but apparently Drake's supposed to be on there. There's supposed to be a lot of things going on. I love Big Sean. I think he's very underrated. I think he deserves a lot more praise than he gets. Do I think he's better than Drake? Absolutely not. But I do love all of his music. I think he can do a bunch of different things. Single Again's a great song.
Single Again.
He can do so many
Overtime
different things.
Was I liked Overtime.
Overtime, I love it.
I don't like the second half Overtime as much. I like the first half.
Yeah, the first half's insane.
The beat switch, okay, but the first.
I Don't F With You, that's totally different kind of
song. The song he made with
Gucci
Mane, that was not.
Every girl, every dude knew that song. I Don't F With You. Every person that went through
that's old him. That's 3 albums ago.
But everyone that was going through a breakup at that time listened to that song. That was like every person who had a heartbreak was listening to that song. Like I don't F With You. Like
then I Decided had Bounce Back. It had Halfway Out the Window.
Is that Own Me?
Huh?
Is Own Me on there?
I think so.
I
Decided's a great album. I love I Decided. The next album he dropped with Metro Boomin, I really liked it.
I loved it.
I loved it. It didn't get a lot of buzz though.
My thing with that album is literally like I never listened to the full album.
It's great.
But I listened to one song off it, loved it, and then like a month later I heard another song off it and I loved it, and just over time I started to love it.
It didn't get a lot of buzz. Didn't get a lot of media buzz. Like I Decided got a ton. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was a huge album. And then the next 2 didn't really get.
Yeah. Because his top songs.
Or the next one.
His top songs are Bounce Back, Single Again. So yeah, his big songs are Bounce Back, I Don't Mess With You, Single Again, Berserk with A$AP Ferg. I didn't really like that song all that much. I know. I forgot about that song.
You've been going through.
I'm actually liking that on my Spotify.
I mean, that's got Janae in it.
I'm literally just like that on my Spotify right now. We're not going to play any music though because I'm not getting copyrighted again. Champions is a fantastic for the third time. Champions is a fantastic song.
That's not Big Sean's song. That's a
that's a collab.
The company, yeah.
Jump Out the Window, Living Single, So Good's a great song. Blessings.
Blessings.
What was that one song?
Classic.
What was the song I was looking for? Oh Me, yeah. Oh Me's on that song on that album. I decided. Oh Me. That's on there.
I like
Halfway Off the Balcony was okay. The intro I thought was good.
No, that's a great song.
Light was okay. Bounce Back, loved it. No Favors, I loved it. Jump Out the Window is a good song. Moves, obviously a great song.
I said Halfway Out the Window earher.
Yeah,
halfway off the balcony, and then
yeah,
those are 2 different songs. I apologize.
Same time, I don't think I've ever really heard that one. Voices in My Head, that's a pretty good song.
Voices in My Head is the second half of Voices in My Head is amazing.
Well, that's Stick to the Plan. That's the different part of that.
Yeah. You're right. Stick to the plan.
Sunday Morning Jetpack.
I love that song.
Inspire Me, good. Sacrifice with Amigos, good. Bigger Than Me.
That's no. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. That's
I haven't heard this album.
That might
be
the best song on the album.
I haven't heard it in so long. If I listened to it again, I probably would like all those songs. But I haven't heard it in so long. But no, I mean. Dark Skies, Blessings, All Your Fault, I Don't Mess With You, Play No Games, Paradise, Win Some, Lose Some, Stay Down, I Know, Deep, One Man Can Change the World. Michael loves that song.
Don't get me into it, dog.
Outro, Deserve It, Research, Platinum and Wood. Fantastic album. One Man Can Change...
He tells me doing research. I love that song. No, One Man Can Change the World is It's Big Sean's best song.
One song that changed my life, and the way I think is that song. 100%.
Got Kanye in it, by the way. Obviously, if you didn't know, you should have known that. But if you didn't, obviously has Kanye in it. But that's Big Sean's best song ever.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
Guap is his come up song.
Guap, I love
ass. That's another big song. The one with Nicki was kind of annoying, but it popped.
I'm gonna add that to my spot.
It popped up. But then One Man Changed the World's his best song, and then I Don't F With You is probably his most famous song ever.
I'm surprised Guap's not in his top 10.
Well, it's so long ago when he dropped that.
Yeah, but you think
he's a lot, but people do not give him the type of credit he deserves. He even has Beware, bro, with Lil Wayne. I forgot about Beware earlier.
Yeah,
but that's a great song, bro. That song was huge. I cannot believe I forgot about the collab with Wayne.
Beware?
He's collab with Wayne a ton of times.
Beware's
a
good song.
That's what I'm just. That's what
is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
I was
song with Wayne.
I was thinking of the word guap because I was trying to download it. There it is. This last song.
Okay, that's the last.
That just shows you how much we love Big Sean.
Yeah, I love Big Sean. Even though I messed up like 2 of his songs there, I'm sorry. I apologize. I haven't listened to those albums in forever, but they're great albums. One Man Can Change the World, best Big Sean song of all time. One of my favorite songs ever. Like it's just such a great song.
I would say that. But yeah, so I think we're about ready to go into our top 5 section. So we're gonna go ahead and give Bailey a call.
We're calling our friend Bailey today. So she's a homie, and we're gonna talk about some funny stuff. What's up, everybody? So for the last segment of the day, it's obviously gonna be our top 5 segment. Like Zach mentioned just a couple seconds ago, we are gonna be calling our friend Bailey. The segment is going to be top 5
Disney princesses.
I had to think about this. She's getting put on.
I also had to think about it. I think I've probably seen 3 Disney movies. So I don't even think I've seen enough to fill it.
So I had to literally look up these princesses, see their personality traits, the movies, and I have some, I guess, okay reasons why I like them. I don't know. Bailey probably knows a lot better about this stuff than we do. She definitely does. So we're going to give her a call. So get ready. Let's get it. Let's go. Oh, wait. Top five. Woo! Watch her not pick up, too.
She always picks up, but she probably won't pick up just for us.
Hello?
Hey, Bailey.
Hola.
We totally weren't you talking crap about you saying that you wouldn't pick up.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, yeah, you're totally
But you'll never know because you don't watch our show, so you would never know.
All right, you ready? So the top 5, you got to have the top 5 Disney princesses.
Are you ready?
Wait, do I have to do this fast?
No, you can go as fast as you want.
Well, you go as fast as you want. Explain why each is in your top 5 of your princess. Why one's your top, one's your last. You can start from best to worst. You can go from worst to best.
You can start at 3 if you want to. Honestly,
yeah. Well, don't start at 3. That'd be confusing.
Well, you can do like a Star Wars, like 3 to 5 and 1 to 2.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Let's see.
If you, hold on.
Bailey, we had to do some research, so if you got to pull some up too, that's fine. But our answers will be more thorough, probably.
If you don't pick the same first as me and Zach picked,
because we have the same number.
I know he picked the same number 1 as me. I already know it. If you do not pick the same number 1, there might be flames.
Or you
no, we won't. There'll be no flames.
But who do you pick as your number 1 or your number 5? Which way do you want to go?
I would say my number 1 is Rapunzel.
Oh, Bailey! Are you kidding me? What's your number 2?
What was yours?
No, I can't tell you that yet. Because then after you go, I'll go, and then Michael will go.
I don't even want to. I don't even.
What's your number 2? Wait, what's your reason behind Rapunzel being number 1?
Because I like the movie. Tangled.
But do you love her as much as other Disney princesses, or you just love the movie? Do you love other characters, and that's why you love her so much, or is it just such a strong love for that one character?
I just really like the movie.
Wait, that didn't answer my question.
Okay, that's a fair point, though. If you like the movie, it's your favorite movie. I haven't even seen most of these movies.
She's really cool, and she has really long hair, and she can swing on her hair, and the hair has magical powers, so...
That is kind of insane.
Does she, have, a sponsorship like Head & Shoulders? How does it get that strong?
What'd you say?
Does she have, a sponsorship like Head & Shoulders?
Well, like this other
show?
Yeah, how does her hair, get that strong?
Well, she doesn't have... We're sponsored by Head & Shoulders, so she can't be, so I don't know why she has that long hair.
We probably own every sponsor known to mankind.
Yeah.
We bought out Air
Except for the ones that Rapunzel sponsored by.
Yeah, apparently. But what's your number 2, Bailey?
Number 2, probably Mulan.
Okay. I can agree with that.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
flame
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Would you like to give your reason to why?
Yeah.
Because I also like the movie.
Do you like her being more of a strong female character? Is that something that you idolized as a young child, or did you just like the movie? Did you like it because there was a floating dragon?
Eddie
Well, the
Murphy.
dragon, of course.
It was Eddie Murphy, so it's okay.
A floating Eddie Murphy.
That's allowed.
And I just really like how she went into the war and fought everybody, and she killed that Did she kill the bad guy? I don't know. But she beat the bad guy. And then...
Would you do the same thing?
It's just really good. Would I do the same thing?
Would you go to war to defend your family's honor?
Bailey would go to war and kill me first. And
Yeah,
then
Bailey would
walk
probably, Bailey would be like, wait, is Michael signed up? Yes, let's go.
out. She'd kill me and be like, "You're going to war."
Not true. I mean, if I was in a war, I would probably cry.
Probably.
I would cry if I was in a war.
Yeah, I would too, dude.
I'd be
No,
so
me and Michael would
freaking
either be
scared.
scared or we would be going nuts.
If there were zombies, we'd be fine.
Yeah,
But
if there
it's
were
like a real
zombies,
war,
yeah.
we'd be dead.
But if there were zombies, we'd be making at least day 50.
Yeah. We don't even have 10 Warzone wins yet, so we're going to have to get a couple more Warzone wins before we go into a real war. Probably
Yeah.
like 2 more.
That's probably how the military is like doing virtual training right now. Probably having everyone play Warzone for like 6 hours a day.
All right, but Bailey,
Number 3.
the second one I agree with, the first one I'm mad about, but number 3.
I don't know. Probably Anna from Frozen.
Oh.
What's number 4?
I've actually never seen Frozen.
What's
Don't
number
flame me.
4?
I've
Just-
never seen
just skip
Frozen.
it.
You've never seen Frozen?
I've seen parts of it.
I heard Frozen 2 is even better than Frozen 1, but
I will never watch Frozen 2. No.
Jordan gave me her Disney Plus sign-in, so I watch all the Disney movies on there. So shout out to Jordan.
Hey, shout out. Big shout
I
out.
have a Disney Plus, but if you would ask me, I would have given it to you. But I guess you and Jordan are better friends.
They are.
Yeah, I didn't even have to ask for it. She just gave it to me.
Ooh, wow, Zach.
Baby, maybe... I called you baby. That's really weird. Sorry. Bailey, maybe if you answered my phone calls every once in a while, maybe...
You never call
Zach,
me.
you do not call Bailey.
Yes, I do. I
Michael
call Bailey
calls me
every
more.
single day. I changed my contact and your phone names to Mom.
I
That's
wanna
probably why
see
you don't
the
answer my
proof.
phone calls.
I
Do you not answer your mother?
Every single phone call that when my mom calls.
Did you ever notice how her
Thank
voice
you very
changed?
much. Yeah.
Does she sound a lot like this?
Bailey answers my calls, and I appreciate it.
Bailey used to make me bagels, and now she hates me and won't make us bagels anymore. She used to
Well,
hang
it's because
around
we
bagel
ran
shop.
out of vouchers. I had a bagel voucher.
One time.
Yeah, Bailey, when did the 2020 vouchers come out? I understand with Corona and everything that's a little difficult, but when are the vouchers coming out? Are like around Halloween again, or it was on Halloween last year?
I'll make you some more. I got you, Bailey. I'll
Thank
make some
you.
more for us.
Thanks so much.
But what's your number 4?
Snow White.
That's interesting because I think you're more of a Snow White.
Yeah.
So I figured you would put that at number 1 because you care a lot about yourself. At least I hope.
I literally did a thing with Bailey a while ago, and it was what Disney princess is she, and she got Snow White. So apparently you like,
Apparently she's changed a lot.
yeah. So, oh well.
But what's your number 5?
I would say, oh man, I don't know. Either probably Moana.
Okay,
Or
that's
Belle.
fair. Moana's a little.
Yeah.
I gotta. Yeah,
I've never
Moana.
seen it. I've never seen it, but I've heard
Or
it's crazy.
Ariel.
That's even more.
You're gonna put Ariel at 5?
Yeah, if you're not gonna put Ariel at number 1, don't even put her on the list. It better be Mulan, or it better be Moana.
Yeah, either she's number 1 or she's not on the list.
Yeah, I'll take Moana. I won't take Ariel number 5. I won't take Ariel anything number 1. I'm just gonna accept that you forgot about her,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be okay.
We will tell her. I will go to Disney World and whisper in the actress's ear and tell her that
Okay.
you forgot about her.
Bailey didn't put you number 1 Disney princess.
Dude, the thing is, she would probably react to it so well because they have to stay in character. She'd probably like freak out on Bailey.
Yeah.
Bailey, we do have to go to. We said we would go to Disney World this summer. Remember?
Yeah, that was like 4 years ago.
That was last year, you jerk. I lived in this apartment.
Whoa!
I told you that.
Whoa!
Was it last year?
It was last year because I literally
I
said
thought
that
it
you,
was
me, and King would go.
King is not coming.
Oh, well, then
Absolutely
you're not coming.
Okay, Zach, get to your
Okay,
5. What are your 5, Zach?
Number 1.
Bailey, if you don't agree, you can flame him.
Yes, but I just let you know if you come at me, I will come back. But,
Okay.
so number 1, obviously, is going to be Ariel. I don't understand why Bailey even forgot about her. Anyone that can switch from having no legs to legs to no legs to legs. Incredible.
Insane.
Incredible.
But she also lost her voice
Because it was stolen
to
from
have
her.
the legs.
It was stolen from her. But then she found her voice when she found her man, which is actually kind of very counterproductive. And
It
Disney
wasn't
shouldn't have made it
stolen
that way.
from her. She gave it away.
Well, yeah, but she didn't know she was. She like knew what she was agreeing to, but she didn't 100% know.
Yeah, but she did it for
love.
legs.
Would you not do that for love, Bailey?
She gave her favorite thing.
I know you like to talk a lot, but
Wow.
that was a joke. I love Bailey, but
She doesn't like to talk to you a lot.
yeah, no, she does not.
Or me.
Yeah, come on, Bailey. But I obviously think that she would be number 1. To be honest, it's probably the only real Disney movie I've seen all the way through. It's because I was forced to. Mulan would probably have to be my number 2. Anyone that is dope enough to go fight for her family's honor probably should be at least number 2. So I agree with Bailey on that avenue, not on anything else. Number 3 would have to be Pocahontas. She's just dope.
She was real.
Yeah, she was
I've never
real.
seen that movie.
I haven't either, but just the concept of her is dope. So that's all I'm going to say on 3. Number 4, I'm going to have to refute what Bailey said about this person. I put Rapunzel at number 4. Bailey, you put her at 1, didn't you?
Yeah.
Get out of here. But number 4, I think she's a great person. I think she has a great personality.
She's a great person. Yeah,
I think she is. I think she's very up and coming. Has a lot of great things for her. I think her hair is a little too long though. She might have to cut that. It's not professional for a job interview if you want to get anywhere in this world.
That's true.
Instead of being locked up in the tower all the time, if you want to get a real job and do your own thing.
Well, she had to have the long hair to get out of the tower, dog.
Well, yeah, but you got to cut it right after. Did she cut it right after? I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah.
Her like man cut her hair.
Yeah.
Bailey,
Cut
would you
it
ever
off.
let your boyfriend cut your hair?
He would never because I would not let him near it.
Whoa!
But he cuts his own hair.
If he
and it
saved,
really
if
makes
he
me
saved you
nervous.
from a tower, would you let him?
No.
Whoa! Whoa! Okay, off of that topic, I'm gonna give my last
Wait,
one.
hold on. There's this thing that apparently, like, you know how she's stuck in that tower for like 18 years?
Yeah.
That apparently the evil mom is keeping her from the town, and the town's name is called Corona. So it's like
I saw
Hawaiian
that!
time.
Seriously?
Yes! The
Yeah.
town's name that she's keeping her away from is called Corona. I saw that.
That's actually insane.
Mind blown.
That's actually crazy. Holy crap.
Creepy, bro.
I'm about to bump her up now. Not to number 1 because I'm not silly like Bailey, but she would never be number 1. But number 5 would have to be Snow White. And I would say that because Bailey's my 5th best friend because I want her to be number 1.
Fifth.
Number 1?
Number 2, she can be number 2. But Bailey,
About to
you
say.
never answer my phone calls ever.
You never call
Every
me.
time I talk to you at
You
work,
do not call her.
every time I talk to you at work, you always ignore me.
That's,
I've seen you
you're
one
lying,
time in the
Bailey.
past. I think I've seen you 3 times in the past like 3 months.
Two of the months, granted,
You've broken our streak probably 8 times. I snap you every day. Some days I get responses, some days I don't. Putting you on blast.
I don't have streaks with anyone.
Yeah.
So.
Neither with me.
Yeah.
We just had one like 3 days ago and you lost it.
Yeah.
Again.
Bailey, you always send me snaps telling me about how school's going and this and that. I might not respond, but I always look at them and think, wow, at least Bailey's doing well. I'm like,
Literally, the only things that you ever send me are pictures of you with your arm showing.
Anyone that has
That's
ever,
his Snapchat streaks, baby.
ever Snapchatted me, that is the only thing I ever send.
Wow.
I maybe type words, but if I am sending a snap to any person, doesn't matter if I'm dating them or if I haven't talked to them in 2 years, it's always the arm across with a half of the left face. Always.
I do want to say something.
Always.
I actually appreciate Bailey because Bailey does respond to me. Bailey does snap me back. She doesn't talk to me at work, which is really annoying, so I have to actually talk to her, and then she actually pushes me aside and makes me leave,
That's
by the
no
way.
fault.
So that definitely happens. But... Oh, she also lost her streak. You know what? Never mind. I take everything back. She does. She does respond to me, and she picks up my phone, but she never talks to me in public areas, and she never keeps our streak for more than 3 days.
But one thing to give Bailey credit for is that we have known her for 4 years,
Yes.
and actually 5 years.
Almost 5.
Almost
yeah.
5 years. And she did help us come up with a name for the show.
Yeah, Bailey's always the homie, though.
Bailey is the homie.
Bailey will always be the supportive homie. But I'm going to get to my top 5. Bust these out. Number 1, Ariel. It's not even a question. She looks like Ariana Grande. She sounds like Ariana Grande before she took her voice away. I love Ariana Grande. I love Ariel. She said, I want to find love. I'm going to give away what I'm best at in the entire world. I'm going to find a love, and I'm going to get it back anyway. It's not even close. She's insane. That's the number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, Mulan. I was forced to be in a play for Mulan. I broke a light in the back area, and then I was told to go on stage. I was the first person that was supposed to go on stage, and then I looked at my teacher and said, absolutely.
I did not know that.
I literally said, absolutely, I'm not going on stage, and then the backup performer had to go and do my entire part, and I broke another light, and then I got, really big trouble for the school, and I never was in that play from then on ever. My brother was actually the main bad guy in the play, and he did really well. Number 3,
I think you ended up being the main bad guy for the play.
I was the main bad guy to my music teacher, Mr. Fraz. I don't even want to talk about Mr. Frazier, but we'll get into that later. No, we won't.
Yeah,
I can't talk about
I don't think I've ever heard his name.
Number 3, Rapunzel. Number 1, because I know Bailey was going to put it as her number 1. Well, I had a feeling because I knew that was always her favorite Disney princess. I put it as number 3, though, not because Bailey did. Only a little bit because Bailey did, but because, let's be honest. Rapunzel, 18 years away. She was in that place by herself.
She probably has no social skills.
No social skills, and she still went crazy. Still got magical powers. Still, Rapunzel.
She wasn't alone. She had that chameleon, that friend.
She was alone.
Okay, so she's like that abandoned person on the island.
She
that
was
draws a
talking.
face on a coconut and talks to
Bailey,
it.
let's be honest. She was talking to a chameleon. She was alone.
But her evil mom came and hung out with her.
Evil mom? That's horrible.
If your name is prefaced with evil, I don't think you want to talk to that person.
If you have ever listened to the song "When Will My Life Begin" from the movie, then you'll know that she would read books and she'd paint and cook and clean. All
right, I'm gonna get to number 4.
I probably heard it about 20 years ago when I was born. I don't know why she's singing about that now. I don't remember what I did 20
But
years ago.
I do have massive respect for being in a place for 18 years and the first guy you see you fall in love with. That's insane, and he just happens to be
That's not a
Babe.
smart decision, though.
But he was he was a cutie.
We
bro.
signed on our first apartment that we saw, and it sucks ass.
She was a cutie too, though.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, number 4, Merida. I didn't even know who this was until Bailey told me about who Merida was. Merida's the girl from Brave. She's actually sick.
Michael was very offended when he heard Bailey said that he was her at the start.
Yes,
but once he did some
Bailey
research,
said I was Merida when we did that test that I was talking about earlier. But either way, so Merida, her personality traits are very matching mine. She's dope. She kills people. I think
she's dope.
I haven't seen the movie, but she's dope. 5 is Princess Aurora because she rose basically from the dead. She was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get this man. I'm gonna basically fake my own death." Let's be honest. She wasn't sick. She was faking her death so she could get a little smooch sex with a boy. And I respect it. She faked her death, got the smooch sex, was like, "Oh, I'm back." No, you faked it, but it was lit. You still got the smooch sex with a super hot dude. He got one with a hot girl, apparently. There we go.
Michael does that with me in the morning, but I just punch him awake.
Yeah.
I don't do that. Every time I go, Michael, wake up, he puts his lips out and I just punch him.
I go, "Wake up, Aurora." Wake him up. I do not do that. I'm kidding. To everybody that's watching, I do not do that. We're not that weird. But
yeah, sure.
Ooh, Bailey, remember how mean you were to me about a year ago around this? I'm not going to, but I want to remember. I want you to know what you said to me. That was mean. That was the most mean thing any human being has ever said to me, legitimately. But we'll get off the show.
Never let me forget it.
I will never. But Bailey,
Michael will never forget it.
Every time you can.
Every time. All jokes aside, though, Bailey, you're the homie. You're a day one. You supported us. Thanks for being on the show. Do you have anything else to say before we end off this top 5 segment?
Nope.
Well, technically, that was something.
Yeah, that was something. So we're really proud of you, Bailey.
Oh, thanks.
Well, you have a great day.
You don't have anything to say? Like, oh, thanks for having us on the show. You guys are awesome friends.
Oh, thanks for having me on the show. You're awesome friends.
And
I'm so happy you said that.
And you're going to Venmo us $20 for pizza tonight.
And what?
And you're going to Venmo us $20 for pizza tonight.
You do owe us pizza.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You owe us pizza.
You owe us pizza.
Remember what you said to me, Bailey?
Yeah. Remember what you said to him and think of the pizza. But
wow.
we really appreciate you being on the show. Stay happy, stay healthy. Please start answering my phone calls.
Please keep answering mine.
Yeah.
Call
And
me and I'll answer.
we will
Start a
talk to
streak
you.
with the homies.
Yeah. Let us be your only 2 streaks.
Bye, Bailey.
Okay, bye.
You know,
Bye.
homie. Skirt.
Bye.
And that was the homie Bailey.
That was the homie.
We've known Bailey for almost 5 years now. She is a homie. Not a homie enough to come see us though, or talk to us on a regular basis.
Yeah.
But we love her. She's a great person. You guys would love her.
Love her on the show. Hopefully again.
Yeah, hopefully at some point. But that's going to wrap up our show for today. Just make sure you follow us on all the socials, the TikTok,
All of them.
Instagram,
All of
Snapchat,
them.
Podbean.
They'll be right at the end
YouTube,
of the video.
Facebook. All at the start and the end. Everywhere you go, watch our videos, you'll see it at some point.
If you watch the start and the end.
Yeah. Please at least watch
Either
the start
or.
and
If
the
you
end.
just watch the middle, I'm sorry, it's not going to be in there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We'll probably-
we might be
we'll
talking
probably
about
plug
it.
it.
We'll probably mention it at some point, yeah.
But you probably won't know about it. But
Yeah.
we really appreciate you guys watching. Please keep it going. Please leave a like. Please subscribe. Please do everything. Share to all your friends. Your mom. My mom actually watches it. So if my mom watched it, maybe yours will too. Share it to your mom, your grandpa, your grandparents, anybody. Anybody that you think would get a good laugh out of this during this time, or even just love sports or music. Your grandparents probably won't want to listen to us talk about Drake. If they do, please give me their phone number. I want to meet a 50-year-old person that loves Drake.
50-year-old grandma? You mean that's older than that, big dog? I don't know a grandma that's 50.
My mom's a grandma and she's like 40. Oh, granted, my nephew's also 1 and wouldn't be able to watch this and share it. But
Our age, no one our age has a grandparent that's 50 years old, I don't think.
no.
Very little people. But 60. We'll say 60.
But if you have that
60 to
anomaly, let
70,
us know.
maybe
Shout us
80,
out. Send us.
Yeah. Shout us out. No disrespect, dog.
No disrespect. But we love you guys. Please keep watching. Please give us all the feedback that you can.
Absolutely.
All the good, negative, bad, ugly, great. Do it.
Yes, sir.
We love you guys, and we out.
We out.